What's up, everyone? I thought I'd just carry you along today. We're actually just driving to the back of my property. It's kind of a little bumpy ride, so anyway, so we're heading to the back. Got just a little bit of deer-related maintenance to do. Got to change some batteries out. Got to refill a cotton seed feeder, and I'll kind of show that to y'all if I've never seen one of them. But I'm gonna flip the camera around here so you can kind of see us going to the back of the property. Maybe a little bumpy, but this is just driving back to the back of our place here at the house. Because we only have 14 acres here. It gets pretty brushy towards the back, going towards the Clear Fork of the Brazos River. Off here. Really the only way to go is left, because if I go the other way I can't get, my feeder area is too tight, I can't get around it, so I have to go this way to make a straight shot through. As you see, it's just thick. Thick. This time of the year I don't really spend a whole lot of time down here. One, the deers. I want to keep them nice and comfortable before deer season. And then second, it's just too damn hot. So, I call it the Clear Fork of the Brazos, but it's actually more of a creek. It's pretty almost dry now, if not dry. All right, when I say cottonseed feeder, this is kind of what I'm talking about. Basically, it's just a section of fence, net wire fence, and rolled up enough to where it doubles, to where it won't fall out so easy. And you know, I had cottonseed poured on all the way up to the top here. They eat it down, and eventually when they have to, they'll eat down at the bottom too and get all that off the ground, but normally I'll fill it up before then. But if you're not familiar with the way cottonseed looks, this is whole cottonseed right here. Why the deer like it? I mean, I know it's high in protein. It is. They say it's really high in protein and that it digests easy. But it's just so weird because it's got all these little, I mean, it's just like fiber, like cotton fibers surrounding the seed. But they eat the heck out of it. But I will say, especially if you're in an area where there's not any cotton fields or anything, it takes the deer a while to get used to it. But once they turn on to it, they will eat it pretty regularly and actually really good. They ate it faster here at the house because there is more cotton fields around than they did at our deer lease, which is an hour north of here. It's mainly just pasture land, mesquite brush and stuff. It took them a while to get used to it there. So, but that they actually started liking it there too. And of course, in my feeder there is a lot bigger because there's a lot more deer. Here at the house, man, we have like a group of 5 deer that come in all the time or whatever, and a few bucks throughout the year. But at the one at the deer lease, you know, instead of being this big around, it starting right here, it goes on out to about like that, you know. So it takes a lot more bags to fill it up. But anyway, let's get this thing filled up. Now this cottonseed, they make it regular. Comes in a 50-pound sack. Yay. It's just called whole cottonseed. They make it regular, like I showed you already. And then they also make it fortified, which means they've kind of enhanced it with some minerals and some stuff for it to taste a little better. Anyway, let's get this thing filled up because it's hot and I'm ready to get the heck out of here already. hoe. I'll pack it a little bit. That's about it. They just come and they can just pull what they want. Alright, so my phone got overheated. Imagine that. I would have never guessed. It only takes like 2 seconds and I get overheated. Anyway, I got the cottonseed feeder filled up. Not a big deal. I just wanted to show y'all in case any of y'all wasn't familiar with whole cottonseed and how the deer like it. I know they say you can feed it to your livestock, goats, and all kinds of stuff, you know. And I know a lot of grain, like cow cake, and I say cow cake, the cattle cubes, goat and ranch cubes. A lot of animal feed is made out of cottonseed products or cottonseed meal, but you can actually just feed whole cottonseed to the animals too. I know the deer, they do like it. I just want to flip this camera around here and show you. It's kind of a creek bed or river bed, whatever you want to call it. It's got a little bit of water down over there in that area. It's puddled up pretty deep still. It's definitely not, don't look like it's trickling anymore. It might be still trickling just a hair. And you can see there's some water down there. Gotta travel through this little spot right here. It's real tight through here. Feeder area. Put the blind down that way, you can see in the background there. Anyway, and there's my little cell camera. Change the batteries on it real quick. So I get out, and my dang kill light, which is a solar panel on the top side, fits onto a bracket on the side of the feeder, and then the light is on the bottom side. It glows green or red underneath the feeder. This one's red in particular. But yeah, it's so hot I can barely touch it right now. It's been laying on the ground. I guess the coons knocked it off, so now I'm gonna clean it up and reinstall it real quick too. There's always something that needs to be done. Just gonna change the batteries out real quick. I did get that light cleaned up and reinstalled the feeder. We use that for nighttime hunting of hogs that come in off the river. We don't, with the night vision scope, you don't really need that, but with that way we can have whoever has the night vision scope, the other person who don't have the night vision can come over here and sit and watch under the light if we have something coming in or not, and see. This is about a 75-yard shot here, so really nothing, really nothing, but it will be just bright enough to where you can see that hog, get the crosshairs lined up on him. Even the scope that I have, if it isn't night vision, it's got a little tiny red dot in the center of the crosshairs to aid in nighttime hunting or low light conditions. So, I mean, I've been doing it for years. We got all kinds of little setups. Come a long way from when we used to hang, used to sell these little round dome lights. Where they were tent dome lights, and because they hang from the center of a dome tent with a hook, and they had like a LEDs around them, probably 12 of them, and you just click a button and turn them on. We used to put a fresh set of batteries in those bad boys and set them underneath the feeder before they came out and got all fancy with all those other lights and gadgets and stuff, and just
turn the power button on, and it normally would last long enough for us to hunt, you know, 3 or 4 hours after dark, and then we'd be done. Come a long way since those days, just like trail cams have. You know, I remember it used to be the old film style, where you got the film and you roll it in the deal a little bit and let it catch it, and then it'll suck it in, and then you close the door, and you have to go get all those pictures developed. Thank gosh, it's changed from that and went all the SD cards now. Talk about saving money. Oh my goodness. Cameras may be a little more expensive nowadays, but at least you don't have to get film developed like back in the day. Alright, we're just gonna head out of here. We got the hog light fixed, cotton seat, 3-choice feeder filled, got the batteries changed in the cell cam that was running low out here in the brush. I call this one brush cam, and then the one on top I just called up the up top cam. So, you know, I ain't getting no fancy. Sometimes I get fancy looking like these two. There's a line right in front of us. We're just gonna make a turn. These have to mow all these roads and trails and stuff. Not this year. Ain't gotta worry about that. Anyway, and then turn up through here and go up towards up the hill a little bit and go back to the house. Catch you guys later.